Hello! It's a rip-roaring festival down the rapids of your wonder mind here on House of Decline. We've got a hot new episode for you this week. We have in the house, as always, is Steven.
Hi.
And we have a new guest, the second woman to be on our show. Number 2, it's Mia. We have on Mia. How you doing, Mia?
Mia Zelensky.
That's Mia Zelensky. That's
very
your name.
much. I'm good.
We're not explaining that. We're not going to explain that.
That's one for all you real heads out there to figure out what that reference is.
Yeah. Is it a reference to the Ukraine guy or the protagonist of Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, Wayne Zelensky?
What?
That's his name. Do people not remember that the protagonist of
name?
Zelensky? Yeah, his name is Wayne Zelensky. Richard Moranis played Wayne Zelensky in Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Rick Moranis, first of all.
Yeah.
Richard
Zelensky.
Did I call him Richard Moranis?
You call him Richard.
Yeah, that's fucked up. I didn't mean that. Rick Moranis was Wayne Zelensky, and he was later played in the television series by Peter Scolari, who was on Bosom Buddies with Tom Hanks.
Is that the congressman that got shot?
Okay. Well, I don't know why we had to start this episode with a Wikipedia entry.
There you go.
Oh, dude, Alex knows so many weird facts about celebrities. There's a couple episodes back where he's just started dropping these insanely esoteric facts. And I was like, "Do you have the Wikipedia page open?" And he said, "Nope. He just keeps them in his brain instead of anything where he's what would you say?
Self-care, exercise, how to change a tire.
With trauma, you have to compartmentalize, but you have to fill the shelves with other things.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of things?
Like who starred in what movie and all of the people in Starship Troopers who had a career afterwards.
Neil Patrick Harris.
Neil Patrick Harris, but I don't know if you guys saw the most recent season of
Dean
Dexter,
Norris?
but
Clancy Brown. Good old Clancy Brown. But he's had a big career for a while. He's always been employed because he's such a good actor.
Clancy Brown in that movie is...
In Starship Troopers,
he's... Does that mean hot?
You think he's hot? You would fuck...
It is the best looking Clancy Brown has ever been.
Yeah, he's usually playing like a weird guy or a raggedy man.
He is not
Clancy Brown the guy from that 70s show?
No! He is... Okay, wait. Pet Sematary 2?
Oh, okay.
Cemetery too. He plays Lex Luthor in Superman the Animated Series.
Okay, wait, but there's an even more obvious one that he's in. Oh, Highlander.
Yeah, he's the Kurgan. Yeah. He's the Kurgan he's in fucking Shawshank Redemption. Every stupid person's favorite movie is Shawshank Redemption.
Hey, it's a beautiful movie.
I'm the only one who thought Clancy was spelled with a K just because it was so badass.
What are you talking about? Ku Klux Clancy sounds like a Batman villain from the 40s.
I was like, it must be spelled with a K, but it's a C.
Yes, it's a C. I don't know why. It sounds like Clancy the Clown or something.
The Kurgan.
The Kurgan. That's why, because you're instinctively mixing him up with the Kurgan. He's the Kurgan in your head.
Ku Klux Klurgan.
That would be the worst. An immortal Ku Klux Klansman who must be beheaded by the Highlander. That would be a terrible thing.
Does the Highlander fight the Ku Klux Klan? Is that what that's about?
It would be good. Yeah, that's what it's about. Yeah.
The sequel.
There can only be one. He's fighting because there can only be one racist organization.
Isn't the dad from that 70s show in Starship Troopers?
No, I don't think Kurtwood Smith is in Starship Troopers. He's in RoboCop. He's in RoboCop.
And
Starship Troopers is like one of those so bad it's good movies.
No, it's not. It's a so good it's good movie.
It's bad.
It's good.
But it's supposed to be bad. It's supposed Lee. Oh shit, Mia.
Is it really? I don't care. Is it really supposed to? Because it seems so intentionally.
Yeah. It's supposed to be. It's a movie that a fascist regime would make. It's in on the joke. That's Paul Verhoeven's whole shtick. That's
really
why Showgirls. Yes.
A part of it doesn't feel like it's in on its own joke.
No, it's absolutely in on its own joke. Just Paul Verhoeven has a fucked up Dutch sense of humor.
Why
Did you see Benedetta?
So much gore?
There's so much gore because it's like he's got that workman-like attitude. It's like, yes, we're saying something, but we're also making a movie here. You know, we got to entertain these people. You know, we got to put explosions. You know, blood in the sky. Everybody wants it.
Did he make the sexy nun movie?
Yeah, Benedetta. I saw that movie. It's great.
Is it?
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Oh, I want to see it.
What's that shit?
It's so Benedetta is about a nun, Sister Benedetta, who is like, you're never quite certain if she's genuinely convinced that God is on her side or if she's grifting people, knowingly grifting people. But she's this nun who sort of makes her way up as this modern saint in this city. And just because she's a little smarter than everybody else, she's able to avoid the plague and be like, no, God did this. And she gains this cult of personality. But people are also fighting Sister Benedetta as well. And she's also a lesbian. She has this lesbian romance, and she's keeping that on the down low. But because she's chosen by God, you know, she's... And it's this amazing, but what's amazing about it is how light and breezy the movie is. Like the lighting is literally like it's very washed out. It's very like bright beiges a lot of the time. You know how the Middle Ages are depicted drearily a lot, but this depicts the Middle Ages as very bright and nice, sort of. You know, it has this comedic tone to it. It's almost like I think someone negatively compared it to a Farrelly Brothers movie, but I positively compare it to a Farrelly Brothers movie.
Do you mean Farley Brothers movie?
Farrelly. No, it's Farrelly.
Alex's pronunciation is wrong most of the time.
Wait, Steven, is it Farley?
I don't know anymore. He's polluted my brain with the incorrect pronunciations now. I say COVID. I say COVID now.
COVID.
We're not in COVID land.
No, Obama.
Over, baby.
Obama
COVID. Dead. I'm over COVID.
We're all
over
over COVID.
I don't wear a mask anymore. I'm an anti-masker.
Oh, no.
Really?
It's because North Carolina lifted its mask mandate. So legally, I don't have to wear one.
There you go.
Well, that's weird. Michigan lifted it a while ago.
Well, I guess you're more woke than us.
No, the Michigan one was... That's weird. That's weird. The Michigan legislature hates the governor, so I'm sure if the governor had been an anti-masker, then the Republicans would have been like, we gotta wear them. It would have been. It's so. I like to imagine the opposite reality where the Democrats, for some reason, hate COVID and masks, and the Republicans are like, we have to wear the masks.
Well, the whole point of the mask thing. Well, the whole reason Biden repealed it and everybody did was. School boards, because parents became hardcore anti-maskers, and they were like, I want my child to smile in the class.
Well, now
the year of the smile.
You're blocking smiles.
Now none of the kids can read, so they're like, is it because of the masks?
They can't read. They can't
Did you see
read.
That story?
They can't even smile.
Well, the kindergartners, this year's kindergartners are really behind in reading. So it's too bad.
Yeah, because they were raised by a tablet.
Mm-hmm. Hey, I was raised by a large, square, and deep, and huge and heavy cathode ray tube television. Yeah. I guess that's slightly better.
I was raised by the monolith from 2001: A Space Odyssey. They just put me down in front of there.
I was raised by a gray cat named Harpo.
There you go. That was genuine. You're not even riffing there. That was a genuine positive memory.
I was also raised by a television. Apparently, my mother told me the saddest story of my millennialhood. She was like, yeah, we always had a hard time getting up in the morning. Alcoholism. But they were like, at age two, you learned to turn the TV on, and we never had to wake up again.
And they never did. They never woke up again.
and then I apparently was very good at turning on, whatever children's programming.
Mm-hmm. Or you got to the cartoons. You weren't watching Twin Peaks or anything.
You were watching Cops.
I mean, I might have been just watching infomercials for Scientology. I have no fucking idea.
I would watch shit like that when I was a kid. There was this infomercial for 80s music.
There is a channel that only plays Scientology infomercials now.
What?
And, I think millennials who cut the cord are missing out on a lot.
I haven't seen an actual commercial because I don't watch TV anymore. I don't watch movies or TV, and I have so many ad blockers installed that like my computer slows down when I try to load a website. I don't know what's happening. I'm so checked out from what I can't wait to
Steve,
can't wait
you
to
think
get
you're
back to
better than us?
I can't wait
You
to
think
get
you're
back
better
to
just because you're
commercials.
not being inundated with ads all
I
the
think I'm
time?
worse.
YouTube.
I think I'm
You ever
worse
hear
than all of you.
YouTube?
Yeah, but I have an ad blocker on YouTube. So when I
Yeah.
watch my dad videos of like how to fill in a cement hole, I don't get an ad.
It's extremely
what's
funny to
when
me.
you say like your dad videos, you're a dad.
Correct.
Like, talking about yourself.
Yeah, I was being self-referential in a true way.
Check yourself. Check yourself.
Okay. All right. This is the podcast of jokes. I forgot.
It's a joke.
Okay,
we're
we
about japes.
Wait, so do we want to get into our first topic?
So our first topic.
what is it?
We talked about the celebs earlier, but we've brought on Mia to talk about the precious celebs and the celeb news that's been going on with all these yummy page 6 relationships and the happenings and goings of the romance lives of our betters. And the first subject of topic is old Skete Davidson and his meteoric rise to romance prominence.
He's not old. He's young. He's a boy. I think in every sense of the, late 20s verbiage of that. But he's an SNL alum or active member that
Is he
can
active
barely
still?
participate because of his life. And I think it's interesting. The whole steal your girl concept has really played out in a beautiful way in this relationship.
How so?
Well, I think it was like a year or two ago, Pete posted a picture where he went out to dinner with Kanye and Kim. So they hung out. They were hanging out. And now, like a year later, he's fucking Kim.
He's
And
fucking
they're
her.
Instagram official. Like,
Do you think they're actually? Do you think they're fucking or maybe waiting until marriage?
I mean, it is a fully fame-seeking relationship. There is. I mean, maybe they get along.
You
They're
think?
both
I don't
hot.
know. Who knows? Who the hell knows?
Who knows?
Well,
Pete Davidson
yeah,
is
Kim
hot. Okay, so
Kardashian.
you think? Okay, hold up one second. So you are a woman, and you think that Pete Davidson is hot. So you're this type of person.
I think Pete Davidson has a hot personality. Physically, he looks like a fuckboy.
Yeah.
But apparently, so he has a personality that's like humbling, sardonic, sharp, inquisitive. Apparently, he has a huge dick.
Apparently, that's what Ariana Grande
Yeah.
said. But that might be a joke.
You can overlook the Staten Island sludge. part of
Overlook. Hey, don't denigrate the Wu-Tang Clan.
Also, 1/3 of our listeners. Oh wait, no, that's Long Island. I get my islands confused.
It's all the same. It's all the
Wrong
same.
island.
thing.
One big.
Wrong
it's
island.
Wrong island.
Wrong Island. That's what I call it, is Wrong Island. Billy Joel, more like Billy Noel.
Yo, Enrico, wrong island.
Shout
I
out
don't
to
think he
Enrico.
listens to the show.
Also,
Maybe
can
he
I just
should.
say Enrico is getting married in 2 weeks or in a month and a half or something?
I hope he wants everyone to know that.
Not probably, but he won't listen to this. I love you,
No.
Rico.
All right. We love it when we love love here at House of Decline, which is why we love
But Kim and Kanye. So
Kim and Kanye.
I really think it is a classic, Shakespearean love triangle.
Okay.
In many ways, right? You got Kanye, the king, fallen from the throne. You got fucking Skete. You're kind of so
He's a
there's King
rakish
Arthur.
upstart. I don't know. King Arthur was never in a
King
Shakespeare
Arthur, and
play.
who steals King Arthur's lady?
I don't.
Lancelot.
Lancelot, yeah.
Okay.
So Skeet's Lancelot, and then fucking Kim is that other bitch.
Kim is Guinevere. Yeah.
Guinevere, yeah, exactly. Here we go. So we had the fucking palace of pop music and culture all combined. And
I don't know if Pete Davidson is whatever you say about Kanye, he has earned his place as his music it's not my thing, but I get why people go ape shit over it.
Oh my
I get
god,
why.
Kanye is amazing. Are you kidding?
I don't care about it. Who cares?
I mean, have you listened to Graduation?
I've listened to all of them. They're fine.
Beautiful. I mean, I think even when he veers into like hardcore Christian hip hop, it's like beautiful.
Every minute, every hour, every hour.
Authentically genius.
I don't know if it's genius. I think he's fine. Every Kanye album is a 6 out of 10.
Okay. I liked when he ran for president.
That was cool.
He
You should do that
actually
again.
won. In North Carolina, he was the most voted for person on the write-in ballot.
Awesome.
He won
He won by his standards in that one
300
area.
or something people voted for him in North Carolina. They wrote him in. So
Well, so it's weird to me that Pete Davidson is now way more famous than he would have been. And
Yeah.
like way more. But I don't see how this benefits Kim at all.
Yeah, isn't
What is
isn't
she
there
getting
this
out
whole
of
like
this?
there's a
what does she
discussion
need?
but is she people are like
Right,
very
I guess.
serious about it. He's stalking her, you know.
But could Kim even be more famous as a woman,
Right.
as a
No.
second-class citizen in our society? Could she even be more famous than like the body type and face of the TikTok generation?
She got in trouble this week for saying that people should just work. You know, people aren't willing to work.
Yeah.
And what job has she ever had other than?
Yeah, well, that's everyone was getting their
I
dunks and
think
like, you
what she
had an
does is-
orchestrated sex tape.
I mean, getting that
Yo.
much surgery sounds like like work. It seems like it's awful.
Yeah,
It-
I would not want her
Can you
lifestyle.
imagine
I like
getting
pizza
your
too
butt?
much.
Imagine getting your butt injected with fat and you can't sit down for a month.
Yeah.
That sounds
sit down.
cool. If my ass looked great, which
But
to some
you-
people it does.
But do you sleep on your back or your stomach?
I sleep in a weird tangled position. I sleep floating upside down like a whale over my bed at night.
Yeah, I have to
I
hang
go,
myself
"Ooh."
upside down by the ankles if I
Yeah.
want to get a good night's sleep.
Well,
Yeah, got to get your
doesn't
gravity
apply to
boots.
y'all, but most people would have a hard time sleeping with no butt.
Yeah, so you're saying that because I should get the ass implants is what you're saying. And then I can fuck Pete Davidson. Then I will have sex with Pete Davidson. And I
You
will
should get
ride
ass
this
I don't
David
know if
train.
it's that easy. I don't know. Pete Davidson seems to be like, he got Ariana. Like, I mean,
Yeah, no, I'll just be. I'll do Lady Bugs Bunny.
Pete Davidson.
No,
But
I'll just be like Bugs Bunny and seduce him.
I'm sorry,
and-
but no, Steven, you're straight. Kate Beckinsale. Fuck. Skeet.
Sure.
Skeet
Yeah.
Davidson.
Wait, is Kate Beckinsale supposed to be extraordinarily attractive?
She's very attractive.
Yeah,
She is very attractive. But is she supposed to be like you're talking as she's like the most
what's like
attractive?
a Kate Beckinsale movie? The fucking what? movie?
Underworld.
Yeah,
Yeah.
those movies. Yeah. Like,
But she's not. The problem with those movies is she's not allowed to be hot in those movies because the lighting is so dim.
You with the lighting? Are you thinking about the lighting because of that Spider-Man thread that was?
No,
on this?
I would not talk about those. Yeah, but this is a movie from 10
wait.
years ago, even before, and movies
this-
from back then. So you know what I actually saw recently that was much better than I remember it being is the 2002 Ring, directed by Gore
The Ring is
Verbinski.
great.
Yeah, it's fucking, and it's
Cool.
Naomi Watts, and she's just so good at playing
Okay,
this
hold on.
innocent,
I'll be
naive.
right back.
Yeah. All right.
Did you see the Spider-Man lighting thread?
Yeah, they were talking about how like green screen is not the problem; it's lighting. It's all this flat, washed out sort of TV lighting that people
I think
use now.
Marino from Big Shiny Takes. Shout out to Big Shiny Takes. Go visit their Patreon.
BST.
I was brought to awareness by him. So in a roundabout way, I can throw out a plug. Mm-hmm. Come on the show and discuss Elden Ring.
Yeah,
Marino.
we're gonna have.
on.
We should have a full Elden Ring episode and maybe a Souls episode.
Full rung. A rung. Which rung of the ring? Which rung of the Elden Ring are you ringing? Which? Okay, I'm gonna stop.
Which ring of the ring have you rung?
Well, you're talking about the ring.
You
I
make
was
me
like,
feel so wrong. You make me feel like ring has sprung. Something like that. I'm sure there are many terrible Elden Ring parodies on YouTube already.
Oh, yeah. So what level are you now?
I'm 37.
Wow, it's slowing down.
Yeah, I've slowed down. I like... The thing about this game is I like taking it in 1 or 2 hour things. You get a little something done, and then you take a break. You get a little something done, and then you take a break. I like that the game allows you to play it that way, because there's just... You can do something in under 30 minutes. It almost feels like Super Mario Odyssey in a way, where you just have all of these...
It's a lot like that game.
It's a lot in every way. No, but just how like many rewards you can get just by exploring little corners of the map.
Did you fight the red squiddy guys?
The red squiddy guys? The jellyfish that turn red if you attack them?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you don't attack, then they don't fight you.
Not true, they do.
Oh, they do?
I tried to sneak in and grab some items, and they started attacking me.
Bastards.
Bastards.
Have you gone to Caelid yet?
No, I'm really taking my time. I'm trying to get enough runes to buy a seal, and then I can do some incantations. So I'm working on getting some incantations for good old Keith from Righteous Gemstones is my character that I made. He's doing great. He misses Kelvin terribly.
We'll be co-oping soon.
Which is your character. Your character's Kelvin from Righteous Gemstones.
Yeah, my character is Kelvin. He is a confessor. He is a faith and strength build. I am adhering to the logic of the Righteous Gemstones. Actually, you're in North Carolina, Mia.
I actually haven't seen the Righteous Gemstones.
Oh my God, sinful!
I hear it's so good, but
sinful.
I have commitment phobia with shows. Like I'm like, there's episodes. I have to commit 10 hours to this.
It breezes by. It's an energetic show.
I really like Danny McBride, so I'm sure.
The episodes aren't an hour. They're like 30 minutes. So.
Yeah, 30, 45 minutes. They're variable length.
HP Ho.
Yeah.
You don't have HP Ho?
I do have HP Ho.
Oh, okay, there you go.
It's the only good. I mean, that one and Netflix are kind of the only good ones. I got Apple TV and it's kind of lame.
Fuck Apple.
Netflix is bad. Netflix is kind of bad now. Amazon Prime has a better selection.
Delivering though. Have you guys seen the Pam and Tommy?
Pam and Tom, the series about what is it? It's supposed to be stupid.
Oh, it's bad, but it's definitely like a Seth Rogen like universe movie where there's a animated talking penis at one point.
Great.
Yeah. And the penis is voiced by Seth Rogen.
Great.
And it's a fully animated,
I'm a penis. You want to hang out with me? I do pottery.
Penis.
I'm a little anti-Zionist, but not so much that like people will get offended.
I mean, he basically is standing in front of a mirror talking to his own penis, and that's the scene.
Isn't Machine Gun Kelly Tommy Lee?
Kinda, but...
Wait, no, who plays Tommy Lee in it?
Oh, it's Sebastian Stan.
Oh, what?
I
What?
think so, yeah. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Who plays Pam in it?
Lily James.
Lily, I don't know who that is.
She's a British actress. She was in like that Beatles movie from a little while ago.
Yesterday?
Yesterday. She was in
I
Yesterday.
didn't see that movie.
And she was also in Downton Abbey.
Downton Abbey. Downton Abbey.
Yeah, there might
We have
be
another guest on the podcast.
There might be a guest choir in the background. My boyfriend Charles.
It's Charles.
Who loves Downton Abbey.
I don't think Lily James looks like Pamela Anderson very much.
Do they do her up in the show?
No,
do they put
don't,
all
but
sorts
look
of...
at her. You have to look at her as Pam, and she does.
Oh, okay.
They cover that eyebrow. There's some prosthetics involved, I believe.
Okay.
Now, the reason I say Machine Gun Kelly is because there was a movie about Motley Crue that had him as Tommy Lee in it, which is just great casting. Everybody loves that guy.
No one loves that guy.
Everybody loves Machine Gun Kelly.
Yeah,
Did you hear that song, Emo Girl? He did a song, Emo Girl, with Willow Smith.
That song rules, actually. I'm on TikTok. I like that song.
You like the emo girl? Oh, yeah, it's really fucking stupid.
I'm in love with an emo girl.
I'm in love with an emo girl. That's how you sing it.
Every emo girl is in love with herself. And so
Who's an emo girl? Are you an emo girl?
I was when I was like 14.
Did you listen to emo? Did you listen to MCR?
To My Chemical Romance.
Nice.
A lot. And yeah, no, I was for sure.
I could never take seriously how they sung. And if your heart stops beating, get what you deserve.
I'm so sad. Please help me, mommy.
Yeah, the pop punk sort of, it all comes from, where are you? No, I'm so sorry. Couldn't want bed tonight. Put your arms around me.
I'm getting so mad right now.
You're getting mad at the pop. You're getting mad at the pop punk voice.
I'm getting
What
mad
if
at
I
you,
talked pop punk?
You're making
I'm
fun of my
talking pop
idols.
punk
No.
all the time.
I'm in love with an emo girl.
Well, I'm in love with an emo girl.
Why
Well,
is
if
it
I
like
was-
a Canadian accent too?
If you have to,
I'm in love.
you have to replace all your eyes with oys. So it's wime.
Oi.
Like it's that ska influence, It's like that.
We're doing the Hawaii way.
Okay, this is very
right.
good content.
Well, we have a next topic. Our next topic is Grimes.
Another in more celebrities.
Oh, another relationship.
Another celebrity news.
Yeah,
cake.
so this week the shattering thing that made people feel very sad because people love Chelsea Manning. She's generally thought of to be
hate Grimes.
an unequivocal hero. Yeah, and Grimes is just like she
Had
stinks
a couple
of
songs 10 years ago, and now she sucks.
yeah. If she was not a famous person, she would be wearing Indian headdresses at Coachella. She has that sort of
That's
has
a
that
cool
sort
thing
of
to do.
vibe.
Probably was doing that 10 years ago.
I'm sure she's still doing it. I'm sure she's like, actually, I have some. It'd be funny if Grimes was like a one drop rule person and she like started Elizabeth Warrening it.
That is cool. That's a cool thing to do.
Yeah, everybody should do that. Everybody should be like, everybody should talk about their Cherokee heritage.
I don't want to listen to emo girl now, but let's go on. and-
Grimes x Chelsea. Grimes x Chelsea.
Steven, you want to go back?
I have it queued up. I could play it, but
I mean, that's what this relationship is.
Let's go back. I want to go forward before we go back.
Do you think Chelsea Manning is banging this? I'm in love with an emo.
I want to hear you riff on emo girl, Alex.
oh wow, this is stupid. His lyrics don't make sense.
No, but like, can you feel how big his dick is?
Yeah, he's got a big. Yeah, he's
right.
gonna
That's
say
enough.
some weird shit. He's got a huge.
I don't want to listen to it anymore.
It's his penis, which is what the machine gun is.
Steven got too hard. He was afraid of what he felt when he
yeah.
fell in love with an emo girl.
Yeah, it's making me want to leave my life behind and go undercover as a narc in a high school, and then fall in love with an emo girl, and then be like, can you love me even though I'm a narc?
You're gonna 21 Jump Street it?
Yeah, I'm gonna 21 Jump Street it, the serious rom-com version.
Yeah, everybody. I think there is a movie like that. It's that Drew Barrymore movie where she goes back to high school and inappropriately falls in love with a teenager.
What is that called?
Never Been Kissed. Never been kissed.
It's never been kissed. Yeah.
Oh, that is a good one. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the most useless Arquette brother is in that.
Which one?
The most useless one, which is why I don't remember his name.
I don't remember his name.
It's not David. It's like, I think it's Rob Arquette.
Rob Arquette. There's a Rob Arquette.
There are so many Arquettes that you can't even remember them all.
All right. Well, so what do you think about Grimes and Chelsea Manning?
I met Chelsea Manning at a protest in Chapel Hill, in fact.
Wow.
And I was like walking around with my little, I'm a journalist, so I was walking around with my little journalism cell phone.
Your little notepad.
My digital notebook. And I was like, double take, walk past random protesters. That's Chelsea Manning. And I walked up to her and I'm like, you're Chelsea Manning. And she was like, yes. And that was about it.
Yeah, you know her.
I asked her a couple questions. I don't even remember what they were. And
how was jail?
How was like all of it?
Yeah.
Do you hate Edward Snowden now? Is he annoying to you?
I wish I could have thought of anything intelligent to ask her, but it's hard in the moment.
Yeah.
Just asked her some Minecraft questions.
She did not get arrested by the Chapel Hill police.
That's good.
A fucking traitor.
It was, I believe, it was a few days after they tore down Silent Sam, which was a Confederate statue that was on the very liberal University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill.
Yeah, it was right across from the statue of Ku Klux Klancy.
Yeah, so it was basically like, we racist, come get us. And, the SJWs at that university, they pulled that mother down.
Well, they should put up a statue of, is it Yosemite Sam from Looney Tunes? Is he a Confederate?
He's probably he was a Confederate, yeah. Yosemite Sam in the hateful
like
late
Alamo era. I feel like he's more like Alamo era.
You could put him in anywhere. At one time, he was a Hessian. He was the Hessian with aggression.
Really?
Yeah. You never saw the thing where Bugs Bunny was in colonial times and he was fighting Yosemite Sam?
Well, the Hessians were fighting against us. They were mercenaries fighting against the Americans.
Haitians?
No, not the Haitians. They're Hessians from Germany. From Germany, they were a mercenary force that came over, and the English were like, they suck.
Yeah, we do not like freedom. We should...
But, yeah, they fought against the Americans in the American Revolution.
I feel like the problem with Grimes and Chelsea is that, like, Grimes went from dating, like, one of the richest people on the planet who was, like, a tech billionaire.
And a total 10.
So it's just like how can I date someone as different? I'm going to date a trans woman who got in this crazy military WikiLeaks conflict.
Yeah.
And is beloved by the left, whereas Elon Musk is rejected by the left.
Who happens to be trans.
Oh, wait, we have a comment from the Peanut Gallery. Do you want?
What's Charles saying? Charles, what's your take on it?
Charles, come on. Come here, Charles.
Chelsea Manning need not be lauded for being trans. She was a traitor to our nation and everything that we value as Americans.
Well, you know what? I credit you for using the correct pronoun. Thank you, baby.
No problem.
I disagree. I disagree with his statement.
I don't care.
No, Chelsea Manning, it was great what she did. We all love her for that, but people don't love her for this.
I mean, I feel like it makes both of them look bad in a way, right? Mm. Like, Grimes doesn't really come off well because it's like, well, like, who do you hold your fucking loyalty to? Like, the fucking revolution or, like, the oligarchy?
Grimes just wants to be more famous. That's why she's like posing. She's like wearing an outfit made completely out of rubber and posing with like the Communist Manifesto.
Yeah,
like,
she wore a still suit, and she was to capitalize on Dune's popularity at the time.
Well, I mean,
I
don't know.
She like riffs on like, I don't know. She wants to kind of be all the things at once, and it doesn't really work. Like, you can't really, like, be like, Viva la Revolution and marry Elon Musk.
Yeah,
well,
I think there's a lack of focus.
They were never married. They were just boyfriend and girlfriend. No, they weren't.
But they had two children.
I know. I made that mistake, too. I said they were married at one point, but then I looked it up. They were not married. They just had children.
Yeah.
I think having children is a bigger deal than getting married.
XAE12.
XAE12 and now Y. There's a second one, Y.
Is there really?
Who's called like Ava Dark AX or something like that. So okay, so one of Elon Musk's past wives, Tallulah Riley, is now dating Jojen from Game of Thrones, Thomas Brody Sangster. And now, so this whole web of relationships. So now Thomas Brody Sangster is ghost siblings with Chelsea Manning through the past. You've heard of the concept of ghost siblings, right?
No.
It's ghost
I've
siblings.
I've heard of a different, more offensive term that I will not say.
Yeah,
on
we're
this
not going to
show.
say that. Ghost siblings is the PC term for it.
What?
I
Ghost
believe it's
siblings.
called Inuit brothers.
Inuit brothers would be the
Okay,
PC
wait, what
term
is
for
an-
it. It's when you have
cousin?
fucked the same person as somebody else. You are ghost siblings with them.
Oh. Cool.
So you have this you have a solidarity with that person because you have also genitalized them.
That's kind of gross.
Genitalized?
But cool.
Genitalized.
It feels very like colonial in terms of sexual conquest.
Sure. Well, it was that way, but we took it back with third wave feminism. We took it back with sex positive feminism.
No,
And now
no,
there are
we're
ghost
flipping-
sisters across the planet.
We're flipping back, though. We're flipping back to like Dworkin-esque, like militant anti-male feminism. I feel
Suck
like.
my dworkin.
Suck my
sorry.
Dworkin. You know what? I'll suck a Dworkin at any
You'll
time.
suck a dworkin.
I'm into Dworkin. I think Dworkin was ahead of her time and becomes more relevant every day.
And she's anti-porn, right?
She's anti-porn because
People
porn,
love that now.
No, but
Yeah, porn sucks.
Porn is bad for your brain. Porn is bad.
I can't believe what I'm hearing. Porn has made me who I am. I can't be anti-porn. I draw these dick cartoons. These dick cartoons attract coomers of all stripes.
No, there's a difference because your dick cartoons are meant to provoke empathy, and porn
guess
is meant
so.
to provoke like a violent animalistic urge against something that's supposed to be a woman. And
Maybe there's one person that followed me who does erotic voice acting, and she has like 75,000 followers, and it's just like it's all of these like animated furries getting fucked, and it's like that's what she does for a living.
I mean, that's cool, I guess, but
That's because you have cartoon penises. One, and I'm fully willing to say this, fully willing to cop to any sort of, I'm a fucking pervert. If you can draw, you're a fucking pervert. You know, Ralph Bakshi, pervert. You know, if you can draw your desire, even an abstract version of it, you're gonna go nuts with it.
Alex, did you draw your own porn?
Of course,
Oh, yeah.
of course,
I've
I
asked
have
him
drawn
about
my
it.
own pornography.
Yeah.
What was your early porn drawings?
I don't want to talk about it. I don't want.
Oh, he's blushing. We found
Not
something.
getting it's oh man,
He's
there's
getting
this
hot
fucking,
under the collar.
There's this, I don't know if it's on an episode of Louis, who's always talking about jerking off, but Jim Norton, maybe only one of that crew who's still sort of nice, in a way, but he talks about how he always had to carry this stick figure drawing of like a lady with boobs, and he would like jack off to that stick figure drawing to the point where he couldn't jack off without it. I love that. Jim Norton, funny guy. Radio here. But yeah, so... Yeah, I'm of two minds of porn. You know, I guess it's fucking people up. Billie Eilish said it fucked her up.
I think it's fucking people up. I feel like a very you guys read Baudrillard, right?
Baudrillard?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
Baudrillard.
butchered his name because I can't pronounce anything.
I've seen The Matrix,
But
so I
it's
feel like
it's
I've read
It creates this kind of fake universe that you're more tapped into than real life, and so it diminishes your real life experience. And I
Yeah,
feel
it's
like
also they're not
porn-
making any good porn these days. They're not making it.
Really wouldn't
You
know,
said the
because
porn of your past used to be
it's
better?
hard as the underclass of society to watch porn and look at the woman in porn's face and not see sadness and I wish I was somewhere else.
Well, that's why we have the wonderful hentai community. No one's being exploited there. There's just artists. That's why I love the idea of people jacking off to drawings, because it's just a fat, sweaty guy like me in a room who's drawing pictures of these beautiful goyles. Oh, you have your beautiful goyles. I forget who made it, but do you remember that guy, Shadman? He was this holdover from the old internet, and he was a bad guy. He draws he draws child pornography. He's a bad dude.
Horrible.
Yeah. But he went to jail, and someone made a joke about how he's like getting passed around like currency because everyone wants him to draw them spank material, which I thought was such a funny idea.
Well,
he becomes high currency, and that's how I'm gonna make it in prison, baby. That's how I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, you would do well in prison.
Capitalism is so toxic in that way, you know? Like, even when you're supposed to be at the fucking bottom of the gavel, you can still worm your way up.
There you go.
You know, with that grift.
There you go. With my penis grift.
He should be completely, abased, but still, his evil grift gets him through.
I don't think that's actually happening. I think he's probably having a very bad time in prison.
I would hope he's having a bad time.
But guys, why are you beating me up when I can draw you porn? Well, we can beat you up.
Why are you raping me? Wouldn't you rather just masturbate instead?
Well, the thing
Look
is,
at this hot lady I drew you.
The thing is, we can do both. We can make you draw the porn and do whatever we want.
Oh yeah, it's fine. You know, we got
There's no rules in jail because there's a private prison and there's one worker. That's why.
That's fucked up. That was rape is not funny. It does not when it happens to men.
Rape is not funny against anyone.
No, it's not. It's hard to make it, but it's in well. No, I'm not going to continue this line.
Yeah,
of
are we going to
reasoning.
qualify? Are you going to try to qualify that and just dig the hole deeper?
We have a couple more topics, and I think this is good transition time.
Okay.
So, wait, I didn't know this before the podcast, but Obama has COVID.
Obama got COVID.
I got COVID. I was sucking a lot of penises.
Mm-hmm.
I was sucking penises on the French Riviera, and these Frenchmen, they believe in freedom. And they weren't wearing masks, and I was just sucking them all off. And don't do that. Don't do that. That's the Obama. That's the Obama point of view. What is big about Obama having COVID? What are people saying about Obama having COVID?
Whenever any Democrat gets COVID, it's always like, ha ha,
Ha 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 ha. Your mandates did nothing.
It's interestingly enough not on the New York Times front page because the New York Times
they're covering it up.
Is so biased at covering it up.
They don't want their heroes to be dismantled before our very eyes.
You have to go to the best news source, Yahoo News.
Yeah, Yahoo News has it.
Michelle and I are grateful. It's a reminder to get vaccinated, and I'm gay.
I'm gay, yeah. When I was sucking all that dick, Michelle said, Barack, I'm fine with it.
My fellow Americans, Volodymyr Zelensky has fucked me in my ass.
He fucked me. He put 1 finger, 2 finger, 3 fingers, and then you're in. Then you're golden. What you want to do is people try it dry the first time. Mistake. That's a big mistake that people make.
Well, maybe he'll lose his sense of smell and taste, and maybe he'll go to the hospital even. How crazy would it be if Obama died of COVID?
That would be fucked up. That's what gets the man.
That was so fucked up.
People would be so fucking. A certain class of people would be so fucking sad. It would be the worst thing to ever happen to them.
The QAnon people they would start spinning around in circles.
Like Leatherface at the end of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. No, because then Obama would get posthumously canonized as a QAnon hero because he got too close. Because, I've made this joke before about how, like, Obama had the self-control. He was invited to the pedophile island, but he was like, I didn't fuck the kids. Was there. Didn't fuck them.
Yeah, it's just me and Alan Dershowitz drawing diagrams on a piece of paper of cool forts.
Yeah, we were playing forts.
Yeah, we were playing forts. You ever play? Come on, here's how you do it. You and your best buddy, you take off your pants. Wait, no, never. You don't. No, you just draw the forts. Don't do that. Don't take off your pants.
Don't do that. Only do that if you want to get COVID. That's what I learned. Okay, so gay Obama and Alan Dershowitz playing forts. What have we got? Obama having COVID. It amounts to nothing. He'll be fine.
Yeah.
No one will die.
Everybody is gonna get COVID.
Not me.
I haven't gotten it yet. I'm free.
I actually haven't either, and I'm like, am I immune or just so agoraphobic?
Yeah, I don't go anywhere. I don't go anywhere.
Never go anywhere.
Never. Nope.
I have one of those sweet work from home jobs, so I work from home.
Yeah,
I
I'm
mean,
also algoraphobic.
Do you go to the grocery store?
Yeah, it's a mile from my house.
Yeah. I just go to the
Carolina.
grocery store. What else is there to do when you're over 30? There's like,
Well,
what? Go to a show?
I went to girls' brunch today.
Ooh, girls brunch with your girls. Did you hash
There
it
were
out?
8 ladies
Did you and your
very small
gashes hash it out? Sorry.
Hey, watch the language.
Did you have a real gash hash?
We did.
Wow.
Sorry.
Alex can say it 'cause he's gay.
sisters.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, what do you do when you're over 30? God, I don't even know. I don't do anything anymore.
Yeah, no, I don't
What do
do
you
much
guys
of all.
do?
I draw
I-
cartoons. That's you know
I
why I
learned how
like
to
drawing cartoons? Because
You
you can
have
do
a
it
baby.
alone.
Yeah, I have a baby. I do baby care most of the day. Try to learn how to program.
Yeah, you just do
Have a good
things
time.
by yourself. It's like that. It's like that R. Stevie Moore song. I like to stay home married. I don't care much about baseball or hockey games. He's a weird guy. I think he's also sort of right wing, like Ariel Pink. I think they're buddies.
Ariel Pink is right wing.
Yeah, you never heard of that? That's one of our episodes, the hipster to fash pipeline. Even though hipster
fuck.
is like a word that nobody uses anymore.
You talk about Lucian.
No, we don't talk about Lucian.
No,
we
he's
could talk
fallen
about
off the
Lucian.
map. He
The
can't-
hipsters of the alt-right. I mean, that Lucian is the first one I think of.
Yeah, so we
can't-
all
he
went to
can't do-
school.
He's not smart enough to even think up anything controversial.
I don't know.
to
He
do
was
anymore.
kind of in our group for a minute.
Yeah, he was,
like
but
seriously in our group.
he alienated everyone when we realized he wasn't being ironic. He was an actual bastard. He was an actual
Right.
devilish bastard.
Okay, here is the crazy thing though, because Lucian, literally worked for Breitbart
Yeah.
or something.
This is
And,
Lucian Wintrich, everybody. We went to school with
hooked up-
Lucian Wintrich.
Hooked up with Rebecca.
Don't
fucking
say her last. Don't say her last name. Just don't.
Something.
This is already too much. Don't drag her into this.
something, Rebecca
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
And she has a notable independent film out right now about her blackness.
Okay.
And so it is very weird that alt-white Lucian has,
Well, that was before he became like. That was
Yeah.
in
he was
college.
still a bastard back then.
Well,
yeah,
yes,
he
but
was
wasn't-
always a bastard.
there
that
was
this was-
no.
This was
like-
pre-Trump era by a lot.
Yeah,
I think that doesn't. You can be a right wing guy and still be attracted to black women. That's look at Strom Thurmond. You know, that's I hate that I made that
is that-
that comparison.
in 2009 or 10 or whenever we were in college, it was like possible for you to be like an ironic Republican. But
Yeah.
you can no longer really be an ironic Republican.
Well, you can, but you're just everybody recognizes you as a serious Republican now because
No, but,
that's
like,
the
you're
that's the
either-
bit.
It's not like it was almost provocative stance.
Yeah, like Sam Hyde or $1 Million Extreme. The idea that because when he first released that TED Talk video, everyone's like, "Oh, this guy's funny." Then it gradually everyone realized that he became more and more serious. The bit was you can only use irony to cloak your true intentions so much. Eventually, everybody just starts seeing through the bit and realizing what a fucking weird asshole you are. If you don't embody the general virtues of like kindness and empathy and like friendship and shit like that, people will eventually see through you and see the stale coldness of your world. You can't keep that irony grift up for it's not sustainable.
Soul.
What?
The hollow husk of your soul.
The hollow husk of your soul. But he came up in a documentary you were watching, right? That you were watching something and he
was
came
in
up with
the,
it.
I think it was the Wall Street. No, wait. Yeah, it wasn't a documentary. And fuck, did I tell you which one it was?
No,
I
which
watched
one was it?
too many of them. It might have been the Wall Street Bets one, but I was definitely watching something.
It's funny
like,
he was on that one.
He was just like a background character, and it was like Milo
Milo Yiannopoulos.
Yes, Yiannopoulos was in it, and it was
Yeah,
like
because he's
that
low rent
party-
Yiannopoulos.
that like the Bloodfest party where he had a bathtub full of blood that he
Yeah, the fucking stupid. Their art party that Martin Shkreli was at.
Because that was Lucian's party.
Yeah, yeah.
So he was there.
Because he did the Twinks for Trump thing, which got him. Which got him purchased with the alt-right.
In the B footage of that film, and I was like, oh my god.
So I saw him once.
Lee, do you want to talk about your experience with the alt-right? We have about 10 more minutes. So
Yeah, 10 minutes. I mean, my experience with the alt-right was I covered the Black Lives Matter riots in North Carolina. I work for a liberal newspaper. We call ourselves a progressive newspaper. And our office was vandalized that night, along with almost every other business in the vicinity of downtown Raleigh. It was really every window downtown was smashed. So we were far from alone, but so I tweeted the morning after. I worked for a progressive newspaper, and this is what happened in my office last night, with some photos, and it went viral with the alt-right, and I ended up getting the most heinous hate mail, I think.
Well, because their thing, like, this is what you get. This is the end game.
Justice. Look at this dumb bitch. She wanted fucking, racial equity, and this is what she gets.
Yeah. Huh?
Her office smashed. But yeah, I got about 10,000 emails and like Twitter DMs. It was like a crazy volume.
How many of those were death threats?
Well, no. So I was retweeted by Andy No, who is like a very famous Portland, Seattle alt-right dude.
No, he's horrible.
And then I was also retweeted by fucking what's his name? Some other fucking high up dude.
Like Cernovich or something?
There's no high up dude.
There was another one. They were trolls.
Your side of the media has consecrated to be the high up spokesman.
Hey, Peanut Gallery.
Right.
Can it, Peanut Gallery?
Peanut Gallery, Charles.
Peanut Gallery.
You guys clearly.
This is my very sweet, wonderful boyfriend has opinions, but
there you go. Well, guess what? We're in control.
Yeah,
We're the ones who are in control.
And they were like, I'm going to rape you. And some of them like sent me weird messages.
Jesus Christ.
And it was like actually pretty scary. I was like, I called the police and they were like, yeah, saying I'm going to rape you is not a crime. Because in order for it to be a crime, it has to be like, there's a certain like linguistic threshold you have to cross to meet it, right? Mm-hmm. And they were like, oh, that's just hypothetical.
Wow, what great cops being great again,
the cops were basically like, yeah, it's not a threat. That doesn't cross the line for threat.
The cops were like, oh, actually, I think 5 or 6 of our guys were sending those messages.
Maybe, because...
Hey, Officer Price, were you sending rape messages again? Yeah, I'm sorry.
If any of the officers had tried to do anything remotely non-violent that night, it would have been of note. But no, they mostly sprayed tear gas and did crowd control and shot rubber bullets at us. So they weren't really trying to keep peace. I would say, whatever violence they perceived was instigated by the many unarmed Black people gathering in peaceful protest could not have met their, militaristic capacity as the police force.
I mean, there is also an intention behind them to provoke, vandalism as well. You as the police decide to escalate violence.
No, they did not want to provoke the vandalism for sure. I mean, they deeply regretted, I think, their nonviolent stance after the first night. But they were like, okay, well, we could either go at these people hard, or we can back off and not kill people. And no one died. No one died in Raleigh on May 31st. So
That's kind of that's a good thing. We can all say that.
Well, but they were protesting because lots of people had died at the hands of police
Yes.
before that. And someone died at the hands of police about 3 months ago. And we're still waiting on a decision from the local, the district attorney about whether or not the police officers that shot that sober man should be charged. But
it's always one of those. It's
say his name so that people are aware of it.
His name's Daniel Tercios. His name was Daniel Tercios.
His name was Daniel Tercios.
Right. And well, there you go. I mean, it's interesting that it's still a huge problem. But the fervor behind it isn't like it was 2 years ago.
Well,
I feel like where y'all live, there's less. I mean, what is what are the
I don't know.
What are the contours of the racial tension in Ann Arbor and Toronto? I feel like they're quite different than in the South.
it's.
I mean, it's not great in it's not really great in Ann Arbor. I mean, Detroit is pretty fucked up. But the thing about Detroit is, like, I think it's so beaten down already that there's not a lot of. I don't think there's a lot of young people in Detroit anymore. I don't know.
Why? Why would they be?
Why would there be young people? Yeah, it's kind of eaten out of the industrial wasteland sort of thing. But in Ann Arbor, the police are shitty, and I think the last time there was a bad police killing was in 2014 in Ann Arbor. So it had been a while when the protests started. There were some protests here, and we're talking about 2020, like George Floyd time.
Yeah. Well, it was right after the pandemic started.
Yep.
It was basically May, June 2020 was the fire started.
We're all a little extra agitated.
Yeah. But did you learn anything from your encounter with the alt-right, or was it just an exchange of suffering?
I honestly learned that a huge amount of them are definitely bots. I don't think.
Okay.
I think a lot of the people that came after me were not people. I think they were robots, online bots, triggered to, whatever. And it's all zeitgeist. I mean, honestly, you think it's so bad, and then one day later, it's gone. Mm-hmm. And you're like, oh, they don't care. They've moved on, and that's it. So it feels really bad when you're in the eye of the storm, but then it's over.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah. I mean, what's good is they didn't sustain their hatred on you.
Well, why would they? I mean, I'm just one dumb female journalist among, infinite for them to target.
I think it's like different. I mean, take someone like Chelsea Manning, who is the target of harassment pretty much daily.
Well,
because she's a fucking traitor.
Because she's a good person who did a good thing.
Let's bleep out that one.
Yeah.
Bleep out.
We're bleeping it out.
Commentary.
No.
Bleep.
Bleep.
Hey, Charles, say something. He doesn't want to do it.
He's not saying something. Okay, Chelsea Manning. But yeah, I think, I wonder what it's like for people that just have that sustained online harassment, or they just have to deal with it every day. I guess you learn to tune it out.
You follow Taylor Lorenz with
Taylor Lorenz, the journalist. Wasn't she targeted by? I forget what her controversy.
She writes about the internet, but she has a lot to say about that, and I feel like the key is depersonalization. Just realize whoever those dumb trolls are attacking, it's not you. It's just your dumb grift that you've put on the internet. It's just your projection of who you want people to think you are, but it's not you. Mm-hmm. They don't really care. They don't really know.
Yeah, I read a kind of interesting essay. So this is somewhat adjacent on Do Not Research about these people who become the object of fascination. And, for example, Chris Chan or I think is his name Mikey Miles?
Yeah, lol cows, as they call them on Kiwi farms.
And so this person, I don't know who wrote the essay. I think it's someone named Eamon, wrote an essay about how he's sort of trying to quantify the levels that you go into, and there's ways out. Like when you become the object of fascination on the internet, there are sometimes ways out. Like if you know Review Bra or the Report of the Week, do you know him?
Yeah, I love him. He's everybody's favorite guy.
So he became the object of internet fascination, but just by sort of being stoic about it, he's not targeted for harassment.
Yeah, he just kept doing his thing. He didn't react to it.
Yeah. But there's this depersonalization that occurs both online, like with when it's you, and also when it's directed towards other people, that is kind of not healthy, and I want to turn the whole internet off. That's what I want to do.
I think that's healthy. I think the urge to turn the internet off is the most human urge you can experience right now. I think the internet is killing us.
Yeah.
Like, me, baby, check me in.
The metaverse. Cancel the metaverse.
No, metaverse. I'm going to be the best cartoon man. I'm going to be the best ever cartoon man.
Yeah, now that
just because your grift is upturning.
Yeah.
Don't like, preach about the metaverse. It's not a good.
I'm going to be. No, the internet has the internet has favored me, so now I love it.
Your favorite son.
I'm God's favorite son, and my God is the
popular.
internet.
Everyone loves you.
Everybody loves me. I'm everybody's favorite guy.
Well, do we have any more topics?
I think this has been a good show.
Good. I think we did it.
Yeah, I think we killed it this episode.
Covered a lot of ground.
Yeah.
Did we kill it?
Yeah, I think we killed it. I think
something.
we killed it like the CIA killed Kennedy.
Whoa.
It was
Wow,
Lee
you heard it
Harvey
here first.
Oswald.
Yeah.
First of all.
Well, we don't know.
Lone shooter
I
theory.
don't know. Who knows? So thank you, Mia.
The models.
We might.
Thank
who
you.
knows whether your name will appear on the show or not?
Mia Zelensky.
Mia
first of all.
Zelensky. Thank you, Mia Zelensky.
Thank you, my wonderful Bard College friends. Or I don't know if I'm allowed to say that.
No,
but
you're allowed to say we've
think
referenced
my
it
wonderful
before.
Bard College friends. This has been wonderful, and thank you.
Yeah, bye-bye.
You're welcome. All right. Well, tune in next week for another episode of House of Decline.
Yeah, fuck shit, scrotum, blah blah blah.